So welcome back to another week. So as you can see, I have some of the beans cut. So I only just took it enough to cut them last Monday, and to get a sample it was way too high, so parked it for the week, left the combine in the field because it was lovely and dry. We had 20 odd degrees most days this week. So, and then last night I took another sample, just went up and down the field here and I got a sample, so it came back at 21%. So I'm going to cut the beans today. So they're giving rain tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's time to get them out of it now, to be honest. So we've got a good bit of beans there, still over 80 acres still to cut, so I am just gonna keep cutting and we'll move across to Rathangan then, and we'll do that, and hopefully then by the time that's done the rest will be ready. So Rathangan's about a week away. It's not quite fit. This was sown a week earlier than that, so obviously it begs to differ. We'll be done first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the headlands off here now, and we're going to drop some rows of straw for baling, for a bit of bedding. So we've absolutely no bedding. So yeah. So we'll get out now and we'll get the combine geared up, ready to go. So I'm just cutting off the headlands now. So Dad wants to bale the middle of the field. I don't know about that though. But yeah, it seems like it's a good crop. It's borderline ripe, but I think the weather they're given and how late in the year it is, I think it's wise to cut them. So the sample is reasonably clean. So yeah, I think we're just going to cut them out. At least get 22 or 3 acres of it out of the way here, and then we can get moved and over to the next spot. So beans are a good crop to grow. You get of course the protein payment on them as well, but they're a nice easy crop to grow. They're fairly rugged, so they can put them in sort of damper conditions, and then they stand a good bit better than the likes of your typical cereal crops. And just for crop rotation, you get a bumper crop of wheat after beans. So there's a lot of positives, of course, to fix the nitrogen into the ground. So there's a lot of positives to growing beans. So that's why we've grown them now for 5 years. 5 years now. I think it's their 5th or 6th year. Yeah, growing them. Before that, we didn't grow much of them. So but yeah, I really like them as a crop. Probably they're a little bit hard on the combine, but yeah, other than that, they're not too bad. Like. So some spots where it overlapped with spray, you can see it there. So some of the sprays will keep them green for longer. So look, it's only going to be in the first load, but the majority of the field is grand. You can see all out there, it's perfect. But just where I would have overlapped with a small bit of spray, you can see that it's a bit greener. So yeah, so it's not too bad considering. It'll be alright. We got them samples, so they're 21.2. So we said anything under 24 we're going to cut them, because it's late in the year now. We're into the 21st of September, so it's getting on. So we're going to be sowing now shortly, so it's time to be getting them out. But yeah, it's been a struggle of a year, I suppose, in terms of harvest and stop-start. The last week now has been great for everyone to get the crops finished, so we're in the same boat. Some of the beans just aren't ripe, so nothing we can do about that. But yeah, we'll just keep cutting here, and I might drop a few rows in the middle of the field just for bedding. I'll see what it's like. But depends. I wouldn't really be in favour of that now, but we'll see. Getting on well now. There's a bit of a gear over. Just getting it cut out. I did drop a few rows of straw, but to be honest with you, not worth it. Got down and felt them. They're too sort of damp and green, and I think it'd be far better off chopping it and put back into the ground for next year's crop. So that's what we opted to do. I can only cook going around this way though, because it's caught in that divider, so I just have to keep going around in a circle. So it's not the end of the world. Yield wise, I think they're doing about 2.5. Not quite sure. I've nearly 2 trailers full, and I've got that still cut over there, so I'm probably a little probably a little over halfway. But yeah, we're getting on well, so I'll hopefully get the drone up there if I get a chance. Kind of hard, I don't know how it'll be driving the drone and trying to drive the combine, but we'll see what happens. I might try get it up. I doubt I will, but I'll try. So we'll see what happens. That's the first field completed now. So I haven't got the weights of the trailers, but this one should be 3/4 full by the time I get down to fill it. I'd expect it done about 2.8, 2.7, which wouldn't be too bad. So I did drop a couple of rolls of straw, but yeah, it was kind of a mistake, so I just run the disc over it a couple of times, break it up a fair bit. So, but yeah, we got the first field of beans done, so it's 22 or 3 acres out of the way, and that brings us down to just under 60. So we'll move the combine during the week to the next farm, and then we get into that. And then the last bit of beans, oh god, they're probably a month away. So yeah, the moisture these was, we got a test this morning, was 21.1. The first load that went in was 20.5. So I'd be fairly confident that some of it will get in at 19. So yeah, it's not too bad. But this is the last little bit of the run. So then I'll fill it off into the trailer. But yeah, that's the home farm, fully harvested now. So we'll follow this beans with wheat. So what I do is I disc it up, and I'll probably disc it up, let some of the crap and stuff grow on it. As you can see, there's a few grassy weeds, a few bits of thistles and stuff, and then let it grow and spray it off before we go ploughing it. Or I might grub it, it depends. Excuse me, depends. I might grub it. Depends on the weather obviously, and how busy we are, and etc. So we'll see what the story is, but that's the plan for the moment. So it's now Monday. We cut the beans on Saturday, so I'm just at 2 trailers tipped now. So I'm bringing the last one in. She's quite heavy. I'd say there's 21 ton on it there, I'd hope. There's 21 ton on it. It means it's done about 2.8, close to 2.9. so moisture was 20.3, so I'd be very happy with that. But there is a lot of weight in this trailer now. So yeah, we can bring it into Liffey's here and get it tipped up and see what's on. So the 3 trailers tipped, so they're just backed into the shed there. The other one's, well, still down the field, but there's nothing in it. So that's the 3 trailers tipped. So it done just over 2.87 is what it done. So it's a little over just 57 ton on the field, which is good. So I'll be happy enough with that. So next move is to sort of get the combine moved to the next farm and mainly get out of the way here because it's in the way. But moving to the next farm, get the trailers and all over there. There's a shed all over there, and get that there. So we have a bit more space here, but we're also ready to go for whenever the beans may be ready. So I'm in the process here now of just getting ready for sowing. So I have the plough on. So it's ready to go. So the plough is on, and then I'm just going to put the big wheels on this, and we get the one pass on her tomorrow, and hopefully do a bit of ploughing and sowing. Your man's supposed to be coming up through the hedges, so hopefully he gets them out of the way because I want to get going at ploughing the fields. So yeah, but at the moment, so the first of the beans are finished. They've done quite well. I thought they're a bit smaller. The moisture was 20.3 on all 3 loads. It was fairly bang on the same. So yes, we're happy enough. We got some of the beans started. We just have to finish them now, about 55-60 acres. Get them finished, and that'll be harvest 2024 complete. So that'll be that for this week's video. I know it's short, but we'll leave it at that for this week. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave any comments you want down below.